Okay. Hello. Again. It's the 31st. I don't really know what I was gonna say. I have a paper to write. I don't want to write it. That's about all. I have a quiz tomorrow I don't want to study for. Basically, I just don't want to do anything. I have to get in the shower, though. I don't want to do that either. I don't really have any... I'm tired, although I didn't get up early today or anything. I stayed at school trying to work on my paper, and it just frustrated the heck out of me because I couldn't think of, I don't know, how to word stuff, and we're supposed to write it from experience, so that's not hard because I went to a tea ceremony class and that was my experience. That's what I'm writing the paper about. But I just can't put it all together into some halfway coherent article of writing or whatever. I don't really, my words kind of suck right now too. I'm just my brain is a little mushy. We went to this elementary school today, and we were supposed to read stories to them. Well, we were supposed to tell them a fairy tale or a folk tale or whatever from our country, and they were supposed to read stories to us. And we went there, and they separated us all into groups. I thought we were going to be in groups of three, three of us trying to help each other tell these stories, but they ended up breaking us all up. So I sat with a group of 10 kids maybe. They're about 12 years old. Pretty nice, pretty fun kids. I don't like kids usually. I hate babies. They really bother me. I don't know what to do with them. They just kind of stare at me, and then they try to talk to me, and I'm like, great, I don't understand what you just said to me, but that's great, kid. Go, good on ya. But but no, kids that are 5, between the age of 5 and around 12, before they get into their teen years and start getting all pissy, are pretty fun usually. So these kids were good. But they read me a story about a crab and a monkey, and the crab found a rice ball and traded the monkey for a seed, and the seed grew into a tree, but then the monkey stole his fruit, so he summoned an army of crabs, and this weird guy with a bucket for a head, a stone bucket thing, and they invaded his house, and basically the moral of the story was get revenge. That's what I got out of it. And then the other story they read me was Isubo-san, I think. My host family actually gave me stickers. Well, not stickers. They're what are they called? Stamps of this dude, and they told me about him. They gave me some old stamps. This one's from 19. Well, most of them are from the 70s. But this is the story. It's about this guy who's really small. He goes on a trip in a rice bowl with a chopstick or whatever. He rows down the river and goes to this palace where a princess takes him in or something, and then he is hanging out with the princess in her in the sleeve of her kimono or whatever. And then one day she gets kidnapped by a giant, and then he somehow beats the crap out of the giant and wins. And so then the princess turns him to normal size, and I think they get married in the end or something like that. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I didn't understand them a lot because it was really loud in there, for one. For another, they asked me some questions about World Heritage in America. What are the top, most famous, World Heritage thingies in America? And I was and the word was Sekai-san. I knew Sekai means world, but I didn't know what san meant. I was what is that? So luckily they had teachers there to be to help translate, and I was oh yeah, well there's Yosemite, and there's Yellowstone, and the Grand Canyon, and blah 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 blah, all that good stuff. like, I was thinking national parks, which are, national treasures. I wasn't really thinking, like, monuments, like, I don't know, the Grand Coulee Dam or whatever. But yeah, like, apparently some of my friends got asked about, like, global warming, and, like, whether they liked Obama or Hillary better, and we were like, why do these kids know these things? I'm pretty sure their teachers helped them come up with these questions. But it was pretty funny. They asked me, like, how many wars has America been in? And I couldn't count them all. I'm like, there's been quite a few. Like, I don't remember them all. I've only been around for, one or two so far. But yeah, it was fun. And kind of a little overwhelming. Like, when we were done, everyone was like, my brain is on fire, it burns, because I don't understand the kids because they were talking to me in Japanese, and I don't understand Japanese. So, like, the whole car ride back, our professor brought, like, a great big van and took us all to the school, and on the way back, everyone was just like, they were, like, talking at me, and I don't know what they were saying, and it was pretty funny. And I had the same problems, like, I couldn't really understand them, but, it didn't melt my brain so much as just, it was like, what? I just had to, like, ask them to repeat stuff, and anyway, so that was an interesting experience.